Thanks for joining us once again for the Quiksilver Pro. The first round well and truly underway now with Heat 8 hitting the lineup. Gabriel Medina with 2 wins at this contest in the past and a couple of runner-up finishes. He is the man to beat. Jeremy Flores, though, wants to perform well in front of his hometown crowd. And Leonardo Fioravanti getting his second opportunity to surf here, but a lot of round 2 exits. So the importance of this round 1 win for him, well, it's crucial. Here he goes. A couple of nice big open face swoops to get this ride started. The wave's starting to steepen up a little bit more now. Trying to commit a little more to the rail, but just never really quite found his place on that ride. Slash Fantasy is the place to get your team established. As we have a look at the replay of Leo's opening ride.
So again, a little bit of an adjustment, paddling out to that other peak, but it looks like the right's still the flavor. We watch Leo Fioravanti, who rides the Bradley surfboards, which is right here out of Hossegor. I know that the whole crew over there at Euroglass is watching online, checking it out, or here at the beach. But Leo has been surfing very well, but it's been his results really haven't come. So let's see if he can put it together in this event. I think that he would thrive living in the Hossegor Beach Breaks and feeling like sleeping in his own bed at home. In fact, they have a studio right below the Caberton Quiksilver store. A lot of people have been training there.
Came right to me in like 2 minutes, maybe, I don't know. It was pretty fast, so I'm really stuck.
And then you broke a board in the heat, but then your girlfriend modeled the car, ran down with the other one.
Yeah, lucky she was here, and she's more fit than me, so I was like, run.
The 1840. Let's take a look at the replay here of the 343. You know, I think that you sit for a while, you take some waves on the head. At some point, you got to start riding waves, and I think he sacrificed a little bit of the fact that, you know, that wave didn't have high quality to it, just to kind of get a rhythm started.
And window, which they hate, sharing their lineup with you, but we'll come back to that in a moment as Leo takes off once again. Beautiful big slice off the top to get started. So this wave has the potential to go higher than his first already. If you can get a big finish, and he plugs a really solid hit on the closeout.
There it is. See that? Just drives through the maneuver, and you can bring your hand through. It just feels like it engages the rail that much further, and then the final section attacks it. And that's the type of surfing. With the speed, you got to attack that section, not necessarily place your board there, but there's that technique again. See that arm up and driving through across the body. That engages the rail. And this was just set up knowing that this final section here had to attack it, and he gets those back foot drifting across that final section. Not just a floater, but actually committing to the maneuver by engaging the fins and pushing against the lip. Easy to do.
Or you're like, line float and just gets absolutely annihilated because they just don't have the correct rhythm as Jeremy Flores looks to get himself into this heat. Big hack to get started. Under the lip. Really throws hard on that tail.
Whoa.
And does very well there.
That was wild. A bigger wave. You know, this one he digs in, gets a little caught, had to bring that front foot through, which he does with ease, and then again, changing it up. Showing variety with the 2 maneuvers there. And then this, I don't know how he kept his board under his feet, because it easily, like I said, any little wrong move, any which way, and that board would have just been swoop right from under. It's because he was digging that rail in so deep that the water came over the deck and actually hits his heel, but he was able to stay through it, and a lot of that came through with the strength.
Folding there, but during the break, Gabriel Medina got things started properly with this wave. A huge first turn, and then backed it up down the line, Pete.
He sure did. Again, a little bit foamy section, but making that choice, that mid-size wave generally will give you little steeper sections, as he likes the finish there.
Or to get himself into the lead. But Jeremy Flores is ripping at the moment. Wow, recovers well from that first effort. Really threw everything at it. He's still alive on this ride. Collecting points down the line, looking to add something on the inside. On flat water, he's committing right through to this closeout section. Let's see what he can add. Solid hit on the closeout.
Well, there you go. Having to maintain a ton of speed through this flat section. A bummer. It was actually like, whoa, You know, it kind of came out as like a wow, at least in my eyes. And we see, again, that big float section there, and not holding back whatsoever was Leo Fioravanti. Too bad he didn't get a final finish section here. I mean, he had it, but he decided to kick out. Let's take a look at this turn, though. Talk about commitment. That's when you have your body completely involved in the maneuver, not staying too far over the top of the surfboard. That's committed surfing, where you're laying it on the line, which he had done on that section. You know, using that body to twist around it. And that's what Jeremy's been able to do all season long, you know, as he's shown us that style of surfing.
I loved it.
I mean, I feel like it's going to be enough to get him in the lead. Again, look at that. Everything into it. Body, everything involved.
Well, that's it. He's laid over his board so hard. You picked up on it. 6.67 for Flores on that last wave. That's enough to see him into the lead now. It was right here at Le Gravier in thundering conditions. Jeremy got the job done on Nick. As we see Gabriel up now, looking for a 6.85 out of this wave to take the lead. Love the way he just hangs around the pocket of these waves and somehow climbs on top of that lip and brings it back down. Pocket of the wave, he seems to just really wait until the last minute to get those big hits so crisp.
Again, first turn straight up. You know, he was halfway up the face of that wave, and he was already pointing, you know, his board at 12 o'clock. So committing very early, and again, that, see how the body English? He was able to whip his arms back and almost fly down the face, and then once he lands, this is again, watch where mid-face, he's already pointing that board straight up. Boom. And then he carves through the maneuver, and that's difference. You know, a lot of guys will place that board in the lip at that point, but he actually gets that board vertical and then carves down it, and that is hard to do. And again, carrying a ton of speed. And then watch this final move here too, or sorry, he gets two moves, but and now connection with the lip, and then watch his arms. And that's how he's able to stay right back and engage the fins again to go up and hit it late like that. I mean, that's that 2-for-1, but he does it in such an amazing form. This is going to be
Jeremy Flores there for a second as he looks to finish this wave off on the inside. Flores.
Oh, it's an important wave for him.
He just gets viced on the inside there. Charge to the end of this heat. But Leo has a chance to snatch it back here. A big wave. But this one's going to shut down. He gets caught behind. 30 seconds to go. And string together a number of turns. Jeremy, he was a little more aggressive, threw a bit more risk at the opening sections of his rides, but just didn't find waves that allowed him to really keep working through the midsection.
Yeah, I had one big, nice section, but that was it, huh?
Yeah, Gabriel just joining the dots out here. Creating
a little more than joining the dots.
Quite a pretty picture. 15.86 heat score total. Not far behind Flores, 15.27.